One day, an unnatural dead body of a girl named Hannah is brought to the hospital morgue. However, while she is alive, some kind of ritual is performed on her, and because of that, the dead body comes back to life inside the morgue. Inside the morgue, she starts killing everyone one by one. Anyone who comes in or goes out becomes her victim. A girl named Megan has just gotten a new job here. She is assigned to the night shift, and unfortunately, that very night, Hannah's dead body is placed under her responsibility. Later, Megan is informed that the dead body of Hannah, brought today from another hospital in the city, has been transferred here. Along with this, many past incidents that no one knows about yet slowly begin to surface. While examining the body, Megan notices deep wounds on the neck and waist. This makes her uncomfortable because she has never handled such a situation before. Shortly after placing Anna's body inside, a mysterious man comes and tries to talk to her. Megan firmly refuses because civilians are not allowed inside the morgue. Following protocol, Megan starts taking photos and fingerprints, but strangely, none of the machines are working today. No matter how many times she tries, she cannot take photos or fingerprints. Finding this very strange, she puts the work on hold and takes the body to the freezer room. As she enters the freezer room, the surroundings start behaving oddly. Work tools fall on their own and break, and other objects begin to move by themselves. Although this frightens Megan internally, she leaves the body there and starts cleaning the broken glass. By mistake, she cuts her hand, and in frustration, she pushes the body into the freezer. At that moment, a drop of blood from her cut hand falls onto the body, and this becomes her biggest mistake. After that, Megan shuts the freezer and pulls up Hannah's information using her serial number. She sees her records and photos from when she was alive, which shocks her. In the dead body, the eye color is blue, but in the living photo, her eyes are completely brown. While she is thinking about this, pressure suddenly builds and the box opens automatically, the same one where she had placed the body earlier. Taking this chance, Megan checks Anna's eye color again and still sees blue eyes, while the medical report says brown. As she keeps watching, Megan does not realize that something like a fish comes out from inside the eye and crawls into the plastic wrapping of the body. Suspicious, Megan removes the plastic to check, and suddenly countless flies attack her. But soon she realizes this is only a hallucination. As time passes, Megan starts feeling that she is not alone in the morgue. She senses another presence. She goes to call the outside security, but before that, she notices the dead body is missing from its place. Terrified, she rushes to get security, but on the way, an unknown man attacks her. Megan is not weak. She knows how to protect herself and manages to fight him off before running to call security. When she regains awareness, she sees the man lying in the morgue's cremation area. At that moment, a security officer arrives and arrests him. While being taken away, the man repeatedly tells Megan that Hannah is not dead, she is still alive. The police take him away. Later, Megan returns to place the body back in the freezer room, but its appearance now seems extremely strange. As she carefully looks at Hannah's face, the dead body suddenly takes a long breath. This terrifies Megan completely. Just then, a noise comes from outside. Megan goes to check and sees her friend Lisa. After meeting her, Megan tells Lisa everything that happened tonight, including how Hannah's dead body breathed. The police suggest that Megan is just scared and imagining things, so Megan does not argue further. Megan and her friend go to the canteen to eat and chat for a while. Meanwhile, a junior staff member is assigned to guard the area. His name is Ellie. After some time, Ellie starts hearing a strange sound. Following the sound, he realizes it is coming from inside the refrigerator where the recently arrived dead body was kept. When he opens it, the inside is completely empty. As he checks more carefully and leans inside, a horrifying hand suddenly grabs him and drags him into the freezer. At the same time, while Megan is in the washroom, she feels that someone else is present besides her. Suddenly, a ball-like object rolls toward her from under the door. When she looks outside, there is no one there. As she is still thinking, a terrifying hand appears, grabs the ball, and disappears, leaving Megan even more frightened. Now, Megan's curiosity about this Hannah-like mysterious dead body grows even stronger, because ever since it arrives at the morgue, all kinds of paranormal activities start happening. Megan searches about the matter online and discovers that Hannah's case is not an ordinary one. In reality, the girl is under demonic possession. After learning this, Megan goes back to the freezer room to observe the body again. There, she sees that many wounds on the body have automatically recovered. The first time, she clearly saw a huge wound on the dead body's waist, but now that area is completely healed. This is simply impossible. Because of this, Megan meets a senior security officer and asks for permission to check the security cameras. When she starts reviewing the recent CCTV footage, she notices the presence of a very strange creature on the camera. This scares her even more. Immediately, Megan calls her friend and shows her the CCTV footage. Lisa tells her that it could just be a shadow or a camera glitch and refuses to believe anything else. Saying this, Lisa leaves the place. Outside, while standing on the stairs and pulling out her lighter to smoke, a drop of blood suddenly falls onto her hand from above. When she looks up, she sees someone staring at her. From a distance, it looks like Eli. But we already saw him die earlier, which means now it is Lisa's turn. Lisa goes upstairs calling out to him, and when he comes close, he does not look like a living human at all. He looks like a living demon. At that moment, Hannah's dead body comes out from below and starts chasing her. Out of fear, Lisa runs straight up the stairs and eventually reaches the hospital rooftop. Unfortunately, Hannah catches up to her there and kills Lisa on the spot. The building authorities still have no idea about this incident. That same night, the morgue receives another new dead body. Once again, the same man brings the body. But when he leaves and comes back again, he feels like something gets stuck under his vehicle's wheel. He gets down and searches but finds nothing. Perhaps his luck is bad today, because Hannah appears and strangles him to death right there. Meanwhile, Megan checks the CCTV footage again and sees something shocking. In the recent footage, she clearly sees Anna moving on her own and using the elevator to go downstairs. Horrified, Megan rushes down and finds the man who brought the dead body lying in a terrible accident. But in reality, he is a victim of Hannah. Now Megan slowly begins to understand everything and quickly tries to call the police. But suddenly, someone covers her mouth and holds her at gunpoint, dragging her toward Hannah's dead body. At this point in the story, it is revealed that this man is Hannah's father. He is furious with Megan. Seeing the cut wound on Megan's hand, he repeatedly asks her, "Why did you do this?" Megan does not understand anything. In fact, at the beginning of the story, when Megan pushes the dead body into the freezer, a drop of blood from her cut hand falls onto the demonic mark on the body. That single drop of blood becomes the root cause of everything. Until then, the morgue had minor disturbances, but no one ever died. But after receiving Megan's blood, the dead body comes back to life and starts killing different people to strengthen its existence. Megan did not know any of this. Now the question is, why does Hannah's father want to burn his own daughter? What exactly happened to Hannah? The answer to this reveals the main mystery. The events begin 5 months earlier when a very powerful demon sets its eyes on Anna for some reason. Eventually, the demon possesses Hannah and her father slowly starts losing his daughter. Hannah is no longer herself, she is controlled by a demon. Realizing this, a church father begins performing a ritual on her. By that time, the demon has already caused the deaths of 45 people. If the demon completely takes control of Hannah, a father will lose his daughter and the demon will begin spreading its influence into the outside world. The ritual works well and the demon's power slowly weakens. But for some reason, the ritual is interrupted. Because of this, the demon inside Hannah regains its strength. First, it lifts the church father into the air and kills him with a sharp object. Seeing his daughter in such a terrifying form, Hannah's father becomes terrified. Fearing that she might kill more people, he makes a painful decision. He takes a pillow beside him and decides to end Hannah's life by suffocating her. And this is how Hannah eventually dies at the hands of her own father. But he forgets one thing: the death happens to Hannah's body, not the demon inside her. Because of this, later, following the opinions of all the church fathers, they decide to burn Hannah's dead body. However, due to legal complications, they cannot do it. And that is why the situation reaches this point now. Now the body must be burned as quickly as possible. Because after killing people one by one, Hannah's dead body is continuously recovering itself. She has to be burned before she fully regains her power. While saying this, Hannah suddenly starts crying and attacks her father. She grabs him and pushes him into the same old fire pit. Then she turns and looks at Megan with a strange, terrifying stare. Megan gets scared and runs away from there. But a question arises. After getting so many chances from the beginning of the story, why does Hannah never attack Megan? There is a major reason behind this. The demon's true power comes from human depression and negative thoughts, exactly what existed inside Hannah at that time. People who become weak from within, whose minds are filled with depression and negativity, are easily consumed by the demon. Megan has the same problem. Depression and negative thoughts surround her as well. That is why the demon wants to make Megan its new host. This is the main reason it does not harm her earlier. It waits to grow stronger first, then plans to change bodies and move into Megan's body. Today, the demon finally gets that opportunity. It takes control of Megan so completely that she loses consciousness. When she opens her eyes, she finds herself inside the freezer, the same one where she once kept Hannah. When she looks to her right, she sees the dead body of her friend Lisa lying there. Megan becomes even more terrified. Out of fear, Megan starts banging hard on the back door. Eventually, when she manages to come out, a police officer arrives at the scene. But Hannah has now gone completely mad. To preserve her existence, she can do anything. All three of them start running away, but on the way, Hannah slits the throat of one security officer and kills him. With this death, her body becomes even more complete. The remaining officer points his gun at her, but Hannon starts controlling his body. Seeing this, Megan quickly snatches the gun from the officer's hand and fires multiple shots at Hannon. Since the demon's existence depends on its host's body, Anna becomes weak for a short time. Taking advantage of this moment, Megan drags her body back to the old place and starts pushing Hannah's body into the machine. But at the very last moment, she wakes up again and pulls Megan toward herself. Using all her remaining strength, Megan pushes her into the fire. As a result, Hannah and the demon inside her both lose their existence forever. After that, the police arrive at the scene and begin collecting information about everything that happened there, including all the deaths. And this is how today's story comes to an end. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon for more cinematic movie stories like this.